Sup Nerds, Free 99 here, having a nibble at Talespinner, a roguelike deck builder featuring yokai. If you're not really sure what a yokai is, it's the Japanese versions of ghouls and goblins, the things that go bump in the night, unexplained. It is being developed by Flashcat Games, being published by Quali. If you want to have a nibble at yourself, a link will be in the description. Let's get into it. Looks like 3 playable characters, 2 of which not available in the demo. We got Gyokushin, the jaded-hearted monk. Jade. It doesn't really say anything else about them. I guess he's got the most health. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Whispers in the snow. Travelers are disappearing in the snowy mountains. People speak of Yukiona, a ghostly woman of ice and vengeance. Find her and put an end to her danger before more lives are lost. So, Yukiona, fun fact, is the inspiration of Frostlass in Pokemon. Sakura Grove. Chapter 1 of 3. We've got 50 feathers or leaves, I guess? At the start of each chapter, choose one of 2 narratives. Each narrative determines the unique effect that triggers when you choose it, the type of encounters and bosses you'll face in this chapter, as well as bonus rewards you can earn along the way. So in this example, at the start of chapter, gain a random curse. Our encounters give us stuff. We're fighting a kitsune or a like demon fox looking thing, and the rewards are whatever they may be. So gain 10 story points. Story points are used in events to buy. Okay, so this is currency. Yeah, currency at the start of each combat. The other one gives us increased companion slots by 1. Not entirely sure what that is. Encounters are a standard combat, a random event, and then a campfire. This one has more stuff. Elite combat right off the bat. That's kind of crazy. These are just pretty pictures, I guess. Rewards, consumable, random companion, upgrade a card, gain an additional combat card. Okay, that's kind of cool. Consumable and then a companion. I like fighting elites. Elites are a way to test your deck before the boss to see just how good it is. So let's take this. Every chapter is a path of 5 empty encounter slots leading to a boss fight. As you progress from left to right, you will fill these slots with encounters from the encounter queue. An encounter from the chosen narrative are randomly arranged on a panel, framing a queue. Choosing encounters on either end of the pool is free, while the ones in the middle cost story points. I see. Picking encounters from the sides will cause the closest one to shift to their place and become free for the next section. I seem to understand, so we can either start with a combat or start with a campfire. Obviously, there's no point in resting because we're full and we haven't done anything, so let's go ahead and do the standard combat. Do I click and drag? We do not click and drag. What do we do then? Double click? Double click. Double click seems to have worked. So we're fighting a snail? Lizard looking thing. Gyokushin uses a special type of card called dragon cards in addition to regular cards. Dragon cards look like that. Cards have dragon icon at the start and cost jade instead of motes to play. Okay, so instead of mana it will cost whatever jade is. Right click on a card with a jade icon to discard it and gain jade. I understand. Equal to the number shown next to the icon. Right click to discard and gain 1 jade. Yep. Gyokushin excels at finding and exploiting the enemy weak spots. Each enemy has a set number of weak spots. Deal unblock damage to reveal 1 weak spot. When all weak spots are revealed, the enemy becomes exposed. And your next attack deals 50% damage to that enemy. Okay. So, we have 0 jade. We have to discard jade in order to get jade. Which, I'm right-clicking and it is not happening. Why can I not... Do I right-click up here? Interesting. I was told I could discard end turn. No, we're not end turn yet. So, we got basic attacks. Let's just smack them. Covering this, Hardened Shell. This enemy intends to gain the passive skill Hardened Shell. Alright, well, we're gonna deal what we can to them. Why can I not right click and like, does this go in there? No, that's a companion slot. I guess we'll just end turn. That does not give me Jade, unfortunate. Here is your notebook. You can open it at any time, even during battle. Inside you can spend story points to obtain new cards, companions, and other upgrades. Its contents refresh at the beginning of each chapter. So what can we buy? Draw 1 card, inspired, draw 3 cards. End your turn with at least 1 mana to inspire the companion. Where's... Oh, okay. And then a Baku. Remove a negative status from a card in your hand. Well, we don't have enough money for that. We could buy the Dragon Strike, but we couldn't even discard the one that we had. So we'll just keep going. I'm still trying to right-click here. Right-clicking is not happening, which is annoying. They're gonna hit for 9. We have more than enough to defend to it. I wish I could discard this, so, you know, we could actually use cards. There might have been something that I missed. Was there something that I missed? Is there like an actual place I dragged this to discard? No. It just said right click. Right click is not happening. So we don't want to take the 9 damage. We'll go ahead and heal or block for that. Block doesn't carry over, which is a little annoying. It's gonna try to gain strength, which is not good for us. Still trying to right click, not happening. So if they are exposed, that means they take 50% more damage, so this should deal 9? It still dealt 6. Dealt 6. Maybe because of the block at the beginning. So it just became a lot stronger. We still can't discard this, which is very unfortunate. We should be able to take you out though. Choose a card as reward. Or claim your rewards. 15 money and a card. Gain 7 block, draw a card. Unplayable. Gain 3 jade when you channel this card. 50% chance to exhaust. This might actually give us jade to use, so let's go ahead and do that. So now we've got a random event or a campfire. Again, we haven't lost anything, so let's go with the random event. The kicking tree. You spot a horse's leg dangling from a tree. It doesn't move, yet an eerie presence fills the air. Do you dare approach? We can get card removal? What's our deck like? Gain 2 Fury. Fury increases damage of your attack until the end of your turn. That's really not that great. Dragon Strike sounds better. We could pay 50 bucks to deal 6 damage to a random enemy. Cooldown of 5. I'm guessing that's how many turns. We could also get a lot of money. We do have that healing thing. I feel like the money would be worth it, because the compendium has some stuff that I'm interested in. So like the Jade Dragon stance just gives 1 Jade at the end of every single turn, or at the start of every single turn. I like that idea. Press to discard this card and gain 1. Again, I was mashing the discard button. If only I could record my fingers. Let's take the money. Additional rewards. Some encounter slots grant bonus rewards based on your chosen action. When you place a combat encounter in one of these spots, an extra reward is added to that battle's reward pool. So we can get extra cards with this. Well, unfortunately, we took damage. So let's go ahead and campfire. 30% or cook a random consumable. We'll take the heal. We're back to full. We now have the elite fight. Hopefully we're geared enough for this. 145 money. We can do something with this. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Jade stance that I was thinking about in the first place, just because we need a way to gain this, and holding right click or spamming right click doesn't actually give us the resource that we need. So we need a way to generate that instead. Close everything. So we've got Surube Otoshi, which is just a head. It intends to attack us. Shuffle skull into your draw pile. So this is a debuff. It's gonna fill our deck with stuff, and then it's gonna try to attack us for 8. I don't like that. When you channel this card, press to discard this card and gain 1. Oh, now we can do it. Why wasn't that happening before? Okay. So let's guarantee that we get Jade. And then we've got 3. So let's go ahead and Dragon Strike. That gives us some Fury, so now our Jade Fist will do a bit more damage. And then we can block some of the incoming from us. Deal 1 damage, destroy this card, and exhaust. This card is exhausted if not played. Exhausted, I'm guessing, is banished like every other game. So we're not going to waste a mana on this. There's no way. Yeah, and then it just disappears from our deck. So we've got 2. We can't play this, but we can now right-click to... No, we still can't right-click. Why can we not right-click you? Right-click and hold? Nope. So I guess... I don't know, some of them that you can get rid of, others you can't. Not entirely sure. Let's go ahead and block everything and then deal 1 to them. They're exhausted this round, so they should be taking more damage. Which is perfect, because we got our Dragon's Wrath to gain some Fury. Punch him a couple of times. Do we go for the 3 damage, or do we go for the 5? We go for the 5. They're at 20 health. We can right-click on that. Okay. Jade Skin. Can we kill them this round? 6, 12, 13? No. Yeah, we have to go Jade Skin. Unfortunate. We're taking a lot of damage now. This is unfortunate. Relentless Hunger. At the end of its turn, this enemy gains power equal to the number of cards in your exhaust pile. Ah! I see. That is unfortunate. We should have been playing the skulls. Claim your reward. So we got 30 bucks. Let's go ahead and start with the companion. The Mikari Baba. Baba usually means old lady. Heal for 15 health. Add an unnatural aging to your deck. At the end of your turn, permanently decrease your max health by 1. Okay, that is a good and bad card. Choose 1 card to add to your deck. It's free. What do you do? Dodge. Negates the attack of income. This could be useful if used properly. At the start of each turn, draw 1 card. Draw 1 additional card and gain 1 confusion. When you play a card, discard 1 random card from your hand. So this lets us draw from our deck even more. We're just gonna take the food. Yudofu? Simple healing is good enough. That's a little too costly. We don't really have a way to gain Jade a whole lot. This is channelable, which is crazy. So, I guess what we're looking for is this icon here, the little Jade icon. Put 1 card from your draw pile into your hand. So this gives us Jade. We're gonna take the Jade. Companions are allies that grant you special effects in battle. You can only have as many companions as you have available slots. If all slots are filled, you can dismantle one by clicking on it and selecting dismiss. Some event or rewards may unlock additional slots. There are 2 types of companions: passive. Their abilities are continuously on trigger when certain conditions are met, and active. Must be manually triggered. After use, they go on a cooldown for several turns. When they are ready again, they will glow orange. Okay, perfect. So it's either regular fight or regular fight. Can we buy anything for 90 that could help us out? Not really. We could get another better block. I like the idea of getting a better block. We can also discard it for Jade. Let's take it. And let's go with this one. So we've also got... I think this is supposed to be a slipper. And it wants to lick us. Applies lick status to a random card. Card costs 1 more mana to play and is not discarded from the hand at the end of turn. Lick status is removed after the card is played. Okay. So we want to play this. We always want to play this first. Because this is guaranteed Jade. They're not attacking us. So we could just go deal 6 to you. And then another 10. I don't like the idea of the whole lick thing. Discard those. Okay, I'm starting to get the whole Jade Jade mechanic of this. So this costs 3, it'll deal 6 damage and then give us a buff. We have exactly 3. Honestly, we can just block you, take you out. And then I kind of want to save our Jade, honestly. This will heal us. I like that. Oh, that wasn't actually heal. I see. So here's the lick. We don't have a way to block all the damage, which is unfortunate. That went back into the deck, which is actually nice. Let's go ahead and attack and then block. We've got 7 now. He's not exposed, which is unfortunate. Let's deal that. Let's deal the 9. 13 is still pretty good, honestly. They're planning on buffing now, so we don't need these for defense. We're healing, which is great. So it's actually more than just 5 health. It's 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 3 is 12, plus 2 is 14. So it's 15 health overall, which is great. We can gain the Fury and try to kill him, but we only have 1 attack, which is unfortunate. That still went back into the deck, which is great. Yeah, I mean, we might as well. It's free damage, plus we have the mana for it. We take 1 here, but then we heal for 3. We'll just take him out now. Could have gone a lot worse. We ended with more health than what we started with. Nozuchi. Lower target enemy power by 1. That can come in handy. Hearing the bones crack. Gain 1 mana every time you expose the enemy. Interesting. Assuming we can... Well, it costs 3, so this would be our only turn. I'm hoping this little blue aura means we just... It's like a... It doesn't end at the end of turn. It's like a buff that stays with us. 4 for 14 is crazy. And then this one is like a versatile, you could use it for 2 or use it for Jade. Damage increases by 2 each time you lose HP this combat. Could also become a late game card. Let's try this, hearing the bones crack. And now we got the boss. So we are fighting Hitosume Nyudo, which is going to apply fear to 2 random cards. Fear increases the card mana cost. This status is removed when played. So it's like stick, but... Or it's like lick, but a little worse. Because... it doesn't stick to our hand. Well, he's not attacking. Let's go ahead and Jade you. Let's go ahead and gain damage. I like the card draw, but it'll also use up the 1 mana that we have. Let's just get the Jade from that, and then attack him. At the start, okay, well this costs 2 now, which is unfortunate. Wait, fear increases the cost of adjacent cards by... Oh, adjacent cards! I see. I see. So we would have to get rid of this first to get this to drop, as well as this thing. So let's go ahead and do that. We can't even block anyways. We're going to be taking 12, which kind of sucks. Boss enemy. Combat ends when this enemy is defeated. So some bosses, I guess, have ads. Let's go ahead and start gaining Jade. We cannot play that. We can't Jade you anyways, so we'll just attack, I guess. End the turn. Take the 12, which is unfortunate. We needed to gain the block anyways. Gain some Jade, that's awesome. Let's block the rest. And then Jade that. Not take any damage this turn. So it's going to try to do that fear thing again. Unfortunately for them, we have a lot to work with. Well, sort of. We could expose him, which would be great for this. We really need to start playing this. But I guess we can start with a Dragon's Wrath. And then Dragon Strike. This will expose them. And then they're not attacking, so we can gain some Jade here. And unfortunately, we still can't play this because we used 1 mana, so Jade it is. So they're exposed. Which is perfect because this card can now work. And then we would want to... This is now Jaded, or this is now Feared, which is unfortunate. We can take back a Fist, or we could take back some block. We already have attacks in our hand. Let's go ahead and get rid of this thing earlier. So we can do this, gain some block. We can do this to gain some block, not take any damage, and draw a card. And then we can just Jade the rest. Okay, we have a lot more Jade generation than I thought we did. Especially with this. 50% chance to exhaust, and it hasn't yet. Do we finally do this? It's gonna take 6 to vulnerable them. So I think it's too late for this. We might have gotten like the 1 vulnerable we had in us. Jade you. It finally exhausted, which is unfortunate. Deal 6 to them. We take 2 here. Not a whole lot. They're skipping a turn, essentially. So we can... We don't have enough to kill them. Well, we can hurt them a lot. 8 plus 12 is 20. We can do that. We can do that. We can Jade these, because they're not hurting us. End our turn. And then we don't want this to hurt us. So we can heal for 15 now, since this is probably the last turn. And then we just smack them a whole lot. And now we don't have to deal with debuff. Take some money, take a companion. Choose a card to retain until your next turn. That's cool if we want to save something for a big push. Spend all your mana, get some Jade. Not really what I'm looking for. Gain 6 aura, discard 2 random cards. There are times where we have cards that we cannot play and they cannot be jaded, so that might be useful. Plus it's free. It's literally free damage. Increase this card's aura or fury by 1 this combat. So this just keeps building up, but it will cost 1. I like the idea of gaining 6 damage because it's free. It's free, right? So we can discard like our defensive cards. Now we got the rice fields or the bamboo forest. I am feeling some rice fields. Start a combat, apply muddy status to 3 random cards. What is muddy? It will not tell me what muddy is. 1 less mana is horrible, honestly. I am not feeling this. Let's go with this one. We start with an attack regardless. Or a fight, a basic fight. We've got turnip people and radish people and... oh, daikon. Daikon is radish, yeah, so they're radish people. 3 types of radish people, which is kind of cute. They're attacking for 11 and powering up and guarding. Oh, we still get the unnatural aging? Yo, that's not cool, man. It adds it to the deck permanently. That's the part that I did not get. You're as terrible as you're not as good as I thought you'd be, is the words that I'm coming up with. Muddy? A random card in your hand will be discarded after a muddy card is played. The muddy status is removed from the card after it has been played. Okay. So we have to block. What is this? Untargetable. And then this enemy will unbear itself when it is the only one left in combat. I feel like you're gonna be like a mini boss, which is not great. We can deal 16 here, which isn't a whole lot. I guess we'll start with you because you're powering yourself up. Owie. Oh, it blocked everybody. We gotta kill you first. This is what I'm learning. We're gonna do this. We're gonna... yeah, we definitely went after the wrong person. We should have finished taking you out. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing anymore. We're gonna do this. It's random discard, which kind of sucks. Let's take you out. You're gonna be the one hurting us the most. We can block the 5. That was gonna be discarded or unused anyway. The longer this lives, the worse it's gonna be for us. So we need to kill them fast. Unfortunately, we don't have a way to do that. Draw a card. Please be something good. We can block 5 and then just punch him for 1 or 2 damage, I guess. This guy is starting to become really scary. Get some jade. Please keep one of the fists. Thank you. They're exposed, so we get 1 more mana next turn? Wait, no. Did we never play it? I don't think we played it. So... you're exposed, which means... dead? This guy's hitting for 22. We can decrease it a bit. It's hitting for 21. A bit was right. Let's gain the fury, let's deal some damage, and then block some of it. Ouch. We only have 1 attack, so gaining 6 fury doesn't seem that great. We're slowly dying here. We need card deletion in order to make her actually useful. So let's go ahead and the fist and then exposed buff. Add this back to hand, I guess. Doesn't matter, they're dead. $15. 2 cards though. Deal 10, exhaust if not played first. So this dictates what we play during our turn. We don't need another one of this. That's for sure. I like the idea of this because once we start ramping up our jade production, we have a surplus. Deal 10 damage if the previous card was played was an attack, gain 4 fury. This could be really good. Deal 7 if exposed, reduce max vulnerability on target enemy by 1. So they get exposed a lot easier. And then we have another gain 7 block, draw card. Let's go with the fist. We have to do at least one more fight before we get the rest. So let's go ahead, or we could pay for it. We could also buy something. We've got new yokai for our team. Draw a card, discard a card, store up to 2 unused, activate it to gain stored. We could add another Fist of Fury. Unfortunately, we can't delete from this menu. It has to be something done somewhere else. Let's just go ahead and fight. We have mud people now, or Dorotabo. This one's gonna fling mud at us. We already have mud. So we don't have Jade for this, which is unfortunate, but we can gain it. We can discard you to gain the Jade from this, and then attack. I guess it doesn't matter. They gain block every turn, which is very unfortunate. We've got 3 now. We've already got the 2 Fury from the last time. Let's go ahead and deal damage here. Deal some more damage. Draw a card. Hopefully it's another attack. And it was. Unfortunately, we don't get the buff, but this dies. We take 1 from them, but, you know, nothing much we can do about that. It's just buffing itself. We can do this. Gain damage or gain Jade. I don't think it's worth it to play this. But you know what? We need to kill him ASAP. It's gonna throw mud at us again. It's not exposed, but we can get it exposed actually. We can do that. We can do that. Now that you're exposed, we can do this. Gain back something that will deal damage to them, hopefully. We don't have a way to deal damage to them. We only have 1 Jade, I can see it here. There's no way to, like, to shrink the screen, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I guess we'll just gain damage for the next turn. Confirm that. Discard this, gain damage for next turn. It's got 6, but we have all the Fury. And now they're dead. 30 bucks. New card. Deals 16 damage, costs 1 Jade less for each dragon card played this combat. So this could become dirt cheap. Gain immunity. But only once. Well, once per fight. Deal 1 damage, randomize this card's damage 120 and cost 0.3 each time you play a card. So it could be a 0 cost 20 or it could be a 3 mana 1. That's kind of crazy. I like the idea of this being dirt cheap though. Let's go ahead and heal some. Remove all curse plus 4 max HP per curse. Obtain a unique companion. Oh, that wasn't a campfire. No, this is an event. By the roadside, you find a straw doll nailed to a tree. It gives off a strange, uneasy feeling, as if it waits for someone to make a choice. Remove all curses. +4 health. Well, that would be this one, right? If only I knew this would happen. Again, like foresight is 2020, or hindsight 2020. We could have used her a lot more. Actually, wait a second. Can we use this now? We cannot. Unfortunate. Dang. I mean, paying 50 bucks for this, do we want anything else in the shop? Not really. Yeah, let's pay 50. It's sort of like a heal, but not really. We can now get the campfire, which is great. Let's go ahead and heal. We're gonna need to heal. I really want to fight this, but at a cost of 40, plus we're also missing health. It's safer if we just take a regular fight, I guess. We've got an umbrella. Casa Obake. And then the mud guy again. So we need to kill this guy ASAP. Gain 7, draw a card. It's another fist. We can discard you. So we can play this. And then punch this guy twice. We will be taking quite a bit of damage here. Unfortunate. What are you? It tends to gain a dodge. It does not have dodge yet. So we can... Unfortunately, we won't be exposing them. Let's do that. We're 1 damage off, which is very unfortunate. Do we need to play this? I don't think we do. Let's block some of the damage and then jade the rest of you. So it has a dodge. So it has a dodge. Yep. And then jade that. So now it's got 2 strength. We can lower it by 1. At least, that's something. But it's still gonna try to attack us for 9. This costs 4 now, which is crazy. Let's gain the 7, let's gain the 5. And then we can punch him. And then punch him again. They should be dead this turn. Okay, wasn't the worst. New companion. Onikuma. Kuma means bear. Oni means demon. Gain 3 power, strength, each time you play consumable. Consumables cost 1 more to play. We don't have any consumables. Unfortunate. Deal 7 damage, draw a card. This is better than our basic attacks. Deal 14 can only be played on exposed enemies. Unfortunate. I do like the idea of this. I like the idea of that. Start a boss fight. So they're not exposed. That can't really do a whole lot. What do you do? Your boss? Infernal Flames. Attacking this enemy while it has Fire Shield applies burning to a random card in your deck. Burning at the end of turn. Card with burning is exhausted. Burning is removed when played. Fire Shield. The enemy intends to gain a Fire Shield. So it should be fine attacking this turn. But next turn will not be so good. We don't have any Jade. We can do this. And hope that our fists don't get thrown away. It did not. And then we can deal 12. Then deal 16. And then Jade you up. Now it's got 15 block. I'm pretty sure we have to do this first. Okay, sorry about that. Had to answer the door. We can do this to deal a lot of damage to them, but they are attacking for 16. We're always channeling that. I would love to block some of this because it'll kill us if we don't. So we'll go for you. Get some fury. That discarded our only block card. Unfortunate. We should have started with block. Muddied cards cannot be channeled, which is unfortunate. We're gonna take 16 here. Owie. Should have just blocked. Yeah, guard doesn't stay unless it gets refreshed. That's annoying. Something to learn for next time. We can block all the damage here. Get a bit more jade. And then end our turn. Yeah, there's really no point of... Oh, what are you? Fire breath. This enemy applies burning to 3 things. So... gain 7 and block. Gain 7 and block. And then end our turn, I guess. Fire shield is gone, which is good. Okay, so this is the turn where we want to hit them. So we can throw these away, and then we'll just punch them a bunch of times. Now they're exhausted or exposed, but they do have the shield up, which is annoying. Honestly, I think we just go for it. We could just go for it. We have the health for this. Let's start with gaining 2 power. And then this, and hope our joint locking technique stays. It does. So then smack you. Get back adamant skin. Glowing fist. Block 7. Gain some more jade. Too bad that's gone now. 20 health. They don't have the block, which is good. We still can't get rid of this unless we use it. We can gain the block. We can do a bit of damage to them. Get a bit more block. Turn that to jade. This will never get played, unfortunately. So they got the shield up. They got the shield up. Let's try to gain some damage here. Unfortunate. That was not what I wanted to leave. And then let's block. We're now burning a lot. But they're still not attacking us, which is good. You're not exposed, but we can get you exposed for next turn. So we might as well do that. Use up some jade. Use up... Well, get some more jade. We gotta burst through 15 and 21. This does 18 damage. We could start with Dragon's Wrath. And then deal 30 damage to them. And then finish it off with some hits. We full heal at the end of this, which is great, because we were down bad. What kind of companion do we have? Yama Orabi. Create a copy of a card in your hand. It can only be activated while inspired. We don't have a way to inspire. End your turn with at least 1 mana to inspire the companion. Wears off after it acts. Unfortunate. Flawless Heart Technique. Meditation. Increase your max. Ooh. I like that. I like that. If it's still in your hand, playing attack cards while meditation is in your hand will exhaust it. Oh no! So we have to defend when this is ever in our hand. 5 points of weakness? So that's 10 damage? But I guess there's gonna be cards that's like increase. Oh yeah, no, the Fury. The Fury cards. So this could be something like 10 times 5 or something. And then another joint locking technique. Let's take the mana. Mana is always good. And then the Snowy Mountains. The final part of this chapter. 5 Ice Shield. Ice Shield negates damage from your first attack and remains until destroyed. That is annoying. Apply Freezing. Freezing card in your hand. If a freezing card is in your hand, at the end of turn, it becomes frozen. Playing it removes freezing. So we have to play our freezing cards. Or else we're screwed. What are these? Additional companion slots? We don't care for that. The companions haven't been all that great. We don't need to heal yet. We can start with an elite. I'm okay with starting with an elite. This is like our best health and stats anyway. Anything new in here? Each time you draw a curse, gain 4 block. We need this. And this. We need both of them. We have enough to buy them both. What can we get rid of? Okay, we need you for Goreo to work. That's been useful. We're definitely getting rid of the bear. Combat has already started, which means you're kind of pointless now. Let's start with the floating head. And then we need the rest of our money, so we... As much as it pains me, we can't buy any of this. At least not now. We've got Kido Maru. Maru means circle, I believe. It's also like at the end of a lot of male names in Japan. Demonic Rage. This enemy gains 15 power after dealing unblocked damage 3 times. That sucks. Combat ends when this enemy is defeated. We knew that would happen. So... we need to do... oh no, this is gonna be frozen! Dude, that sucks. There's no way to play it. Like, we need to do this. We need to do this. Just so we can play this. And then there's no way to play you. Our best card is gone. Like, it's actually gone. Unless... here's a card to retain. This only happens when it's gone, right? If this card is in your hand at the end of turn... yeah, so I don't think retaining will do anything. Bro, I'm so sad. Was it now frozen? Is it frozen now forever? Yeah, it's frozen. Unplayable. So we can block. We can ditch these two and then block with this. That will take meditation into effect. Oh, we can't even... okay, well... yeah, it's this, and then this, and then this. And then hopefully this actually triggers and doesn't just murder us. Okay, we do have 4 mana. But is that now frozen forever? That's now frozen forever. We've got 2 terrible cards in our deck now. We can finally play this. But I don't know how well that's gonna do. He's not blocking or anything. That would be the time to attack them. Or to do something like this, I guess. Sure, why not? I don't think we're gonna do a whole lot this fight. 14 damage, though, with 12 block. That's crazy. They're not gonna be exposed. There's no way they're gonna be exposed. We can't block all of it, which sucks. I think this is it for us. We should have paid money in order to do the easy fights first, maybe. We're gonna do... well, let's do this first. Dang, that's unfortunate. I really wanted the other card. And now they gain 15. We can do this to lower it down a bit. They're blocking at least, so that's something. They're not exposed. I don't think we can get them exposed. We do need to play this though. Like, no matter what, we need to play that. They're gonna hit for 28. That's so much. We can't even play this. No. Let's see if we can't gain... Oh, it's gone now. Oh wait, no, this is the meditation card. Okay, that's fine. So... Did we just draw? Okay. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. This is now free. We could have done 21 to them. That's so sad. 19 by 2, dude. We're actually dead. We are so gone. Yeah, we're like so dead. We can gain block. Gain block. Owie. They're gonna try to gain block this time. Does blue mean you're good? Let's just punch him. Yeah, blue means it's good. We should have done it the other way. There's no point of gaining block with these. It's just getting beat. So we can do... What can we do? If this guaranteed discarding this, it would be so good. But I think this is the end. I mean, we'll go down swinging. Oh, we win. 30 bucks, a new companion, deal 8 to all enemies, and apply burning to 2 random cards in your deck. That sounds terrible. Heal 8 if exposed, gain 2 Jade. This is like keeping us alive, honestly. Yeah. Next turn gain 6. That's pretty cool. Also, amazing movie by Miyazaki. Channeling cards grant 1 additional Jade. But that costs 7 to play. Deal damage equal to your Jade exhaust. That could actually be decent, honestly. Sucks early game, but like late game, it'll be decent. We need ways to stay alive. Should we heal now? We should really heal now. Let's go ahead and rest. I don't think the consumables will be worth it. Random companion, we don't really need that. Let's trigger this. Delete a random card. Choose 1 of 3 cards to remove. Choose 1 of 5 cards to remove. We need to buy you. We're gonna get rid of this. So we have 45 to deal with. We're taking this out. Yeah, we can't really pay and they're all the same, so... We've got... Karatsu Tengu. Tengu are the bird people. And then, Kijo. I guess Kijo is just demon chick. We don't have the way to deal... They're not completely frozen and they're different cards this time. Okay, cool, perfect, cool. So this is attacking for 12. That's horrible. What do you do? Can only target this enemy. So this guy has taunt, which is unfortunate. We're gonna Jade Skin. Well, we need to play these, but we can't play them. Again, there goes one of the best cards in our deck. We need to discard this so we can play that one and keep it. At least we dodged. We cannot attack this turn. which means you're gonna be gone forever. Oh my god, I hate this. Demonic nature. This enemy will randomly gain 5 attack or 5 regen. Are you kidding me? This is supposed to be a basic fight? Bro. This is not a basic fight. We can't even discard you for Jade. So we would have to like discard you, and then play you. So meditation actually does something here. But at least now we have 4 mana. But this guy's always taunting. We need to beat the crud out of him. Something good? Yes. Awesome. Perfect. We can also discard you. So now we can do this. At least he's sort of not attacking. We need her dead too. We need that. Those are now gone, which suck. We can't play you, which also sucks. We just wasted the 6 damage. He's just about to get crazy. That's now exhausted forever, which sucks. 16 isn't even gonna kill you. We're gonna need to block here. We might as well try to take you out. Chick's got health regen, which is horrible. We should have used this from the beginning. Discard 2 cards. Hopefully... Nope, nope. We should have used it first. I don't know why I don't use it first. Oh, even though it's frozen, it can still, like, work? The, I guess. Because we don't actually play it. Okay. Okay, learning something new. We'll gain 2 fury. We will take you out to pasture. And then they're blocking, so let's draw. Hopefully it's something. This is useless now. Let's gain some Jade then. So it's gonna try to buff itself. We're gonna need this for next turn. And probably this. Discard you, punch, and turn. We should really heal. In all honesty, we should heal. We can't really attack a whole lot, maybe? Yeah, we can't really attack. We'll play you just so you don't get frozen. Oh, we don't have enough to pay you. I say well, yeah, let's screw it, let's heal. Curse of Aging, unfortunate. This deals 18, which is crazy. You're just free damage? Wait. Yes. Yeah, we can't weaken her anyways. Can't play that. Unfortunate. Regens. Regens for a lot. We're gonna try to block now. We can expose you. We don't have to... We're not... Well... But I don't want it gone, though. Actually, you know what? Screw it. They're now exposed. We can do that. We can get back... No, the deck got shuffled! Oh, you're kidding me! I wanted back that 0 cost for 18. We could have won this. Dude, that sucks. Yeah, we might as well do this, and then play you so you don't get frozen. Heal for 12. That sucks. We don't have anything. We'll just block, I guess. We still got mana, which is kind of crazy. They're back to 32. I think we win here if I'm mathing right, because that can deal damage. This can deal damage. This will deal the killing blow, and then we had this in the back pocket anyways. Call for power, draw 2 dragon cards. I don't think that's good enough. Some of our dragon cards aren't that good anyway. Plus, a couple of them end up getting frozen when we draw them at the beginning. I don't think we can take any of those. We've got one more fight. Let's try this one. There are a bunch of flying rats. No depot. So we're gonna block. We're gonna block. We're gonna turn you into Jade. Well, you deal more damage than that. Well, yes and no. What's your buff? Blood's Call. Whenever this enemy deals unblocked damage, it heals for that amount and increases its power. So if you all attack in a row, that means the back ones are gonna get more buffed than the front ones. We could take the Jade here, but we could also just deal more damage. I think the Jade is worth it. Kill the one in the back. If I'm right, because you go first, that's blocked, and then that's blocked, and that's healed. Okay, yeah. So we need to kill the back one first. Is definitely the play here. We're gonna do that. We're gonna draw a card. We're gonna gain 2 power next turn after discarding this. And then just keep attacking the back, I guess. Healed for 5. Are you kidding me? So we need to play this. No matter what, we need to play this. Which is unfortunate because we got some good cards here. So we'll block for 1. Oh, we can't even play you because there's no way to get Jade. Yeah, dude, this sucks. There goes one of our best cards again. Yeah, and then he just heals for a lot. We're basically back where we started, but with less health. We can't even discard this. Our best generator card is now gone. Why couldn't the natural aging be the one that's frozen? Like... Owie, owie, owie. I think this is the end. I'm pretty sure this is the end. Like, we can play one of you, but that's not gonna matter. I'd love to get the mana, but... Unfortunate. We killed, what, 16 enemies, events encountered 6, elite enemies killed 2, bosses slain 2, playtime 1 hour, 1 minute, 34 seconds, with a total score of 464. As always, I've been Free99. You've all been amazing. I'll catch you next time.